To the MegaMets Podcast, New Beginning in Osaka 2026 edition. Live from a refurbished Edion Arena in Osaka this Wednesday, February 11th.
I take it they did a good job fixing that up nicely.
Guess I'll go first this time, unless...
Still can't get over how insane that was in the last and yesterday. That was fun to watch. It was
the Battle Riot.
Yeah, it was fun. Okay, so we start up with the kickoff match. Since you're going first, do the honors.
Very well. Togi Makabe and Toru Yano take on Shomikado and Katsuya Morishima. So essentially, you have most violent players taking on basically this year's Young Lions Cup 2026 finalists. And this is all before Shoma heads on his way out to go on excursion for about a year or two. No brainer. Makabe and Yano get the W here.
Yeah, they may as well get the W, at least at this one. And since now that the kickoff match is out of the way, now we get to the good stuff. First match, we have, with a 30-minute time limit, UnBound Company, Hiromu Takahashi and Taiji Ishimori versus the United Empire, Francesco Akira and Jakob Austin Young.
For those who don't know what the hell this UnBound Company thing is, essentially, Bullet Club is dead. They reorganized themselves and allied with what was left of Los Ingobernables de Japón and formed UnBound Company. I'm going to give this to the more aggressive United Empire, especially when this is the final night of Hiromu's New Japan contract. Tables turned from 2 years ago. Takahashi's on his way out the door. I'm giving this to Akira and Young.
Yes, let the United Empire rise. Sorry, UnBound, but it is what it is.
And it also continues into the next match where War Dragons, another part of UnBound Company, Drilla, Moloney, and Shingo Takagi take on the Great Okan and HENARE. This will be tougher, but the advantage goes to the Empire because of the fact that Moloney's going in with a rib injury that he's trying to wrestle through. An injury that might keep him out of the New Japan Cup once this is all said and done. I'm giving this to Okan and HENARE.
Guess the United Empire is going to dominate on this show, so why not? And now we have ourselves a 6-man tag title match for the Never Openweight 6-man tag team championship. The champions, Bishamon team, Boltin, Oleg, Hirooki, Goto, and YOSHI, HASHI versus TMDK, Ryo Oiwa, Hartley Jackson, and Zack Sabre Jr.
TMDK won the belts in the Tornado Gauntlet Rambo match at Wrestle Kingdom. But just a couple of weeks later, at the start of the Road to New Beginning tour, they dropped them to Bishamon.
I just don't understand.
Beats me. But then again, if any belts bounce around like a hot potato, set of hot potatoes more often, it's this belt, set belts, or the IWGP heavyweight and or junior belts. Having said that, someone's got to get this done. As far as I'm concerned, HASHI and Goto and Oleg have been pretty consistent as being synonymous with these belts over the last year plus for Oleg, and throughout most of the pandemic in the case of YOSHI, HASHI, and Goto. Them along with Tomohiro Ishii had the longest individual never open 6-man reign at over 400 days with 9 defenses before the House of Torture took the belts off them at Power Struggle 2021. I'm going to give this to Bishamon.
I will have Bishamon retain as well. Looks like TMDK ain't going to get their opportunity this time.
I mean, would I be surprised if TMDK regains the belts? Not really.
Nah, that would be too predictable.
True.
Now we move on to the next match. Your turn.
Gabe Kidd versus Andrade El Idolo. I was surprised when Idolo joined the United Empire, but again, thank Rush for finding a lawyer that can get Andrade out of that no-compete clause in his WWE contract. And now he's also part of the Don Callis family in All Elite. Kid, on the other hand, is more often than not allied with the Death Rider. So when the time comes that Kid leaves New Japan to join AEW and allies with the Death Riders, and how we're seeing a war between the Death Riders and the Don Callis family breaking out over there, I could see Kid being the recruit needed for Moxley and his posse. Having said that, I'm going to give this to Kid. No,
I'll take a twist and throw a bone to Andrade.
Figured you'd do that.
It's not like it's going to mean anything that serious. And we have ourselves another single match next. David Finlay versus Callum Newman. Each of them have 1 win each. So basically, this is their third battle.
For Callum Newman, this isn't about titles. This isn't about the purse. This is about revenge. 2 years ago in this building, he was basically bullied by a then Bullet Club War Dog David Finlay during the Dog Pound Steel Cage match when he was just a young boy. And ultimately, it's what led to Will Ospreay leaving New Japan. Then the fact that his contract had run out and he chose not to renew it. Anyway, for 2 years, Cal Newman has watched the United Empire fall apart in one way or another. TJP, Jeff Cobb, fly the coop. HENARE, out with a knee injury. Basically leaving it just being him, Okan, Jakob Austin Young for most of the back end, for pretty much all of 2025. Only recently have the numbers in the group been replenished, not just with HENARE coming back from the knee injury, not just from Andrade joining the ranks, but also from Jake Lee joining the ranks, and then recruiting young boy Zane J to their ranks. If the Savage King is to put his stamp on his legacy, he's got to beat Newman to shut him up. Yep. But does he pull it off? I don't know. But
I honestly don't know either.
If I had to choose, I'll say Finlay. Newman's just not there yet, in my opinion.
I'm saying Finlay as well. Newman don't got what it takes. He needs to get his feet wet, honestly. And now we move on to the good stuff. For the never openweight title, the champion, Aaron Wolf, will face off against Ren Narita.
Oh, boy. I mean, true. The head of the snake that's the House of Torture, that being evil, is gone. Does that change much?
No.
Narita should arguably be viewed as someone who is just as bad, if not worse, with taking shortcuts than evil ever could be.
Yeah, true.
I mean, think about it. They only recently at New Year Dash did House of Torture lose the IWGP Junior Tag titles. Doki recently got pinned in a tag match by Master Wato, which means Wato leaps to the front of the line for an IWGP Junior Heavyweight title shot. I don't know when that's happening. At the soonest, I give that to the 54th anniversary event. At the latest, I give it to Sakura Genesis in April to sort that out.
I'm just going to say to have Aaron Wolf retain, and then it will lead to that.
I have to go opposite. I'm giving this to Narita. It's a new era, new/old era for House of Torture. Let's see how he does being handed the keys to the house.
Well, all right then. Now we're reaching the semi-main.
For the IWGP Heavyweight Tag titles, Yuto, Ice, and Oscar, Knockout Brothers, defend against Shota Umino and Yuya Uemura. 2-0 in competition are KOB against these young boys.
And now we're in battle. We're now in the third battle. This might be a 3 strikes and you're out situation.
That's for sure. I mean, KOB won at KOPW. They beat Uemura and Umino to qualify for the semifinals of the World Tag League. Is third time the charm for Umino and Uemura? Will third time be the charm? Shockingly, I'm going to say yes. I'm giving this to Umino and Uemura.
That's pretty fair.
I think you're going Knockout Brothers.
I'm praying in the KOB. Let them retain. But you're going for the Umino and Uemura, mostly since a new era means a new opportunity.
True.
And now it comes to this, the main event for the IWGP Heavyweight title. The champion, Yota Tsuji, takes on the challenger, Jake Lee.
I'm going to be admitted, I was caught off guard when Jake Lee revealed himself as the new member of the United Empire at Wrestle Kingdom. Now, for Lee, this is a matchup that has some historical significance for him. If he wins this match, not only will he be the youngest to accomplish this particular feat, he'll be the sixth man to do it. That being the sixth man to have won the Japanese Pro Wrestling Grand Slam. He's a former All Japan Triple Crown champion and a Pro Wrestling Noah and a former GHC heavyweight champion in Pro Wrestling Noah. The one belt that's eluded him, the IWGP heavyweight here in New Japan. But the question is, with all the bridges he's burnt, does he deserve to be the champion? I don't know. I mean, let's look at some other guys who have had the Triple Crown and GHC title to their resumes, but never gotten the IWGP. Jun Akiyama, where's he at? He's in DDT. He's spending basically the last bits of his career in Dramatic Dream Team Pro. Same with Minoru Suzuki. Go Shiozaki, he's back in All Japan Pro Wrestling. Katsuhiko Nakajima, he's stuck in a promotion called GLEAT, which was basically an indie promotion. But if Lee pulls this off, he joins the likes of Kensuke Sasaki, Yoshihiro Takayama, Yuji Nagata, Keiji Muto, and Satoshi Kojima, if he pulls it off. Could he pull it off? Yes.
Well, if that's the case, then I'm picking my vote on Jake Lee.
Heads Tsuji, tails Lee.
Bring the coin. Flip.
Heads. I'm taking Tsuji. First defense, and you need to let him prove he's worthy of that belt.
Well, that's pretty fair. Another one bites the dust, I'd say.
This is going to be one hell of a show this Wednesday.
Yes, indeed.
And for now, that's it for tonight's episode of the MegaMets Podcast. We'll be back next time around, maybe tomorrow night for Pro Wrestling Noah's upcoming event that happens on the same day as this. Let me see what the title of it is called. Let me check Wrestle Universe. What is it? What's it called again? October 11th coming up. Legacy Rise. Although in truth, this is just a series of Noah events that always happen in Cork and Hall. I'll get the card out to you by tonight. By later tonight.
Sure. When is it going to happen? When's the show?
Well, at the soonest we could do it tomorrow night at 7. At the latest, Sunday afternoon at around 2.
I'm not going to be in around 2. We'll have to do it like maybe tomorrow night, maybe. Because Sunday I'm mostly busy and I need a lot of rest because I had exercise and my legs are in pain. Like my upper legs, the knees.
Okay, we'll do it tomorrow night at around 7 o'clock.
That works. Makes it easy.
Comment, like, share, and subscribe. We are the MegaMets Podcast. Goodbye. Good fucking night. Bang.
Bang. See you then.
Later.